The poet of them all, who will start on Simply Raven, is the poet people call the Bard of Stratford-on-Avon. Brush up your Shakespeare, start quoting him now, rush up your Shakespeare, and the women you will wow. Well, here to help us brush up on our Shakespeare, please welcome Philip Sneed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for inviting me here. I'd like to thank Chuck Turner, who's on our advisory board, who's not able to be here today, but I'd like to thank Chuck as well in his absence. At the risk of being a little risque, I would like to quote one more lyric from Cole Porter's lyrics to Kiss Me Kate, the song Brush Up Your Shakespeare. And it's when the characters are talking about a particular woman, and they're advising somebody else, and they say, if you think her behavior is heinous, kick her right in the Coriolanus. Think about it. I want to respect the time here, so I'm going to move fairly quickly. I've been here since 5 years as producer and artistic director of the festival. I'm very proud to be back in Boulder. I earned some of my first paychecks as a professional actor from the Shakespeare Festival in the late 1970s. And I got to appear in 1980 there with another young actor who was just starting her career. Her name was Annette Bening, and she went on to great things, of course. We've had many stars with us over the years, including Val Kilmer and Jimmy Smits and Michael York and others. We started in 1958, but Shakespeare on the campus of the University of Colorado in Boulder goes back to 1898, when the senior class would put on an annual Shakespeare play out on the lawn. World War I ended that practice, but then in the WPA, during the Depression, one of the projects that was created by the Civilian Conservation Corps was our outdoor amphitheater that we still use today, the 1,000-seat Mary Griffon Amphitheater. And if some of you have been there in the past and complained about the very uncomfortable stone seats without backs, or the fact that you can't hear because now the traffic has gotten too bad, we have addressed both those issues. We have some very comfortable folding stadium seats that everybody seems very pleased with, and we are this summer for the first time using full body mics on every single member of the cast. So the seats are comfortable and you can hear the actors, and I promise you you'll enjoy the experience. We also have an indoor 400-seat theater where we do sometimes lesser-known works of Shakespeare and also classics from other cultures and other centuries, and as we're doing this summer. We are a professional theater company, but we are part of the legal structure of the University of Colorado, and proud to be so. And we employ a professional company of about 150 people in the summer. That's actors and carpenters and stage managers and directors and designers and wardrobe crew and all of the various people that are needed. We have a year-round staff of about 10, and our annual budget is $1.5 million. We play to about 40,000 people throughout the year, mostly in the summer, and then we have a holiday play in the indoor theater as well. So today we're going to do a little guessing game, and some of you will have heard what the plays are in our season. It's out there in the public, so if you know the titles of the plays already, I'll ask you not to participate. But we do have a pair of tickets for the winner of each of the, who can guess the titles of the play. It's a little bit unfair to those of you who have been following us and already know the plays, but for the fun of it, we'll say, we'll try to guess. And Chuck thought it would be a great idea if we asked some of the members of Rotary to be the actors for today, reading scenes from the plays. So I'm going to apologize to my actors ahead of time because I want to make sure we end on time. I might cut you off. So if I cut off your scene, it's not my judgment on your acting. So I'm going to try some clues. I will say that we've got classics from 3 countries this summer, some of which are Shakespeare, of course. I'm going to give some clues. And if you think you know the title of the play, raise your hand. I may give some clues before the scene that you hear. I may give some after. And eventually, all of these titles will be guessed. So we're going to start with one of the plays by Shakespeare. And here's the first clue. In 1734, there was an adaptation of it produced at Covent Garden in London called See If You Like It. Any guesses? No, not As You Like It. That was a yes. Yeah, good guess, but no. It's Shakespeare's shortest play. Okay. It was Bette Midler and Lily Tomlin starred in a 1988 film adaptation, which was called Big Business. Nobody? All right, let's hear the scene. Where are my actors for scene number 1?
Mary, sir, besides myself, I am due to a woman. One that claims me, one that wants me, one that will have me. And what claim lays she to thee? Oh, Mary, sir, such claim as you would lay to your horse. And she would have me as a beast. And not that I, being a beast, she would have me, but that she, being a very beastly creature, lays claim to me. And what claim lays she to thee? A very revered body. I, such a one as a man may not speak of without he say, Sir Reverence, I have but lean luck in the match, and yet is she a wondrous fat marriage. How dost thou mean a fat marriage? Mary, sir, she's the kitchen wench, and all grease. And I know not what use to put her to, but to make a lamp of her, and run from her by her own light. I warrant her rags, and the tallow in them, will burn the whole of winter. If she lives till doomsday, she'll burn a week longer than the whole world. And what complexion is she of? She's swart like my shoe, but her face, nothing like so clean kept. For why? She sweats. A man may go over his shoes in the grime of it. Well, that's a fault that water will mend. Oh, no, sir. 'Tis ingrained. Noah's flood could not do it. What's her name? Nell, sir. But her name and 3/4, that's an L and 3/4, will not measure her from hip to hip. Then she bears some breadth, no longer from head to foot than from hip to hip. She is spherical like a globe. I could find out countries in her. And in what part of her body stands Ireland? All very good in her buttocks. I found it out by the bogs. And where Scotland? I found it by the Baroness, hard in the palm of the hand. Where France? In her forehead, armed and revertedly, war against her hair. Where England? I looked for the chalky cliffs, but I could find no whiteness in them. But I guess it stood in her chin, by the salt room that ran between France and it. Where Spain? Faith, I saw it not, but I felt it hot in her breath. Where America, the Indies? Oh, sir, upon her nose, all over in bellies with rubies, carbuncles, sapphires, declining the rich aspect of the hot breath of Spain, who sent whole armadas of carrots to be balanced at her nose. And where stood Belgium, the Netherlands? Oh, sir, I did not look so long. Anybody have a guess based on that scene? Yes?
Company of Errors.
Company of Errors. Yes, sir. Come up and get your tickets. I'm not going to give you the brochure that tells you how to buy tickets because I don't want you to see the names of the other plays, but we'll have them after the show. Congratulations. Okay, the second play is one of the plays that's not by Shakespeare. This play is considered the funniest play ever written in Russian. See, you're laughing already. Any guesses? It was made into a movie musical in 1949 starring Danny Kaye. All right, let's have our actors for scene number 2.
Can you guess what happened?
Something quite astonishing.
Oh, what?
Completely unexpected. Turn up at the end.
The two of us turn up at the end.
Please, Bob, tell me.
Yes, but no, please. If you permit this thing, Dubchinsky, you don't have the vocabulary.
And you get muddled and forget things.
I do not get muddled, and I do not forget things. Just keep quiet, all right? If I may, I'll tell you everything from the beginning. Immediately after being informed by your good self, sir, about the disturbing letter, immediately after that I said, now don't